Frank. So I'm going to talk to you about something that I'm always surprised that most people don't know about, but I suppose there was a time when I didn't know it either. But I wanted to share with you how to easily, quickly, and cheaply caliber convert your Glock 22 or your Glock 23. I don't have a Glock 23 yet. I have a Glock 22, so we're going to be working with this one. The Glock 22 and the Glock 23 are the 40 caliber equivalents to the Glock 19 and Glock 17. With the 40 caliber gun, you can easily and cheaply and quickly convert those to 9mm or 357 SIG, and all you need is just a couple of basic parts. And I always carry my conversion kit around in my little Miss Clean kit. I'm going to show you how to do it in just a second, but I picked up this Glock 22 at a police auction. It was a police trade-in for I think like $250 or $300, and then for just I think about $180 more, I was able to get all the parts I needed to convert it to 9mm. For less than the price of one new gun, I bought a used gun and the caliber conversion parts, and now I basically have two guns in one. From a prepper survival standpoint, Glock 17, Glock 22, Glock 19, Glock 23, those are going to be your most common and prolific law enforcement or duty guns. So I always carry my Glock 22 with me everywhere I go, but I also keep this with me in my glove compartment. So in an emergency, if I had my Glock 22 and 40 caliber configuration and I needed to be able to use 9mm magazines or 9mm ammunition, I could just quickly convert it over. So there's many advantages to that, and just having two guns in one, so you can go to the range and shoot 9mm and shoot 40 cal and just have one gun. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and I'm going to show you what parts you need. It's super easy, super simple, and I love it. It's what makes the Glock 22 and Glock 23 my favorite Glock guns. Okay, so now we're going to get into how to actually do the conversion. Like I said, this has to be done with a Glock 22 or Glock 23. You can only convert the larger guns down. You can't take the Glock 17 or Glock 19 and convert them up. It won't work. Right now I'm just going to show you what the kit consists of. Like I said, I carry mine around in the Miss Clean kit just because it's super handy and works really well. So everything fits in the kit with room to spare. The heart and soul of this conversion is going to be your conversion barrel. I went with the Storm Lake conversion barrel. You can see it says 22 9mm, so it's a Glock 22 9mm barrel. They also make these for the Glock 23, and again, you can get these barrels that convert the 40 cal down to 9mm or 357 SIG. The other parts of the conversion kit to make it a true conversion kit: 9mm extractor, and again, to make it a true conversion kit, you will need the 9mm followers for your magazines, unless you happen to have both 40 cal and 9mm magazines like I do, but I don't always carry both with me, so I like to have the followers so I can take my 40 cal magazines and just use the 9mm followers, and then it won't create any feeding issues. Quick note, I have seen people just change out the barrel, and it works okay. There are extraction and ejection issues, but I'm going to show you how to do a true conversion kit to really take this Glock 22 and really turn it into a Glock 17. Alright, so I have the Q-Series holster on here because I love the Q-Series holster. It's awesome. I'm going to go ahead and make the gun clear and safe so all the YouTube keyboard commandos don't yell at me. So I'm going to remove my feed source, and I'm going to check my chamber. My chamber is clear. Alright, you can see it right there. And so now my gun is clear and safe. I'll go ahead and drop the striker and remove the slide off the frame. So there we go. For this conversion, you're going to retain your same mainspring and guide rod. No need to change the spring or the guide rod. I guess you could if you wanted to, but there's no need for it. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pop the barrel straight out. Now I'm going to take my conversion barrel and I'm going to pop it in, and again put my mainspring and guide rod back in there. And then all we have to do now is change the extractor. Also in my kit, I have the little Glock armor tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, push this down in here, push back on that little plastic sleeve, and pop my end plate off. Hopefully this didn't fly across the room just like mine just didn't. All you're going to do is relieve the pressure, and then you can just wiggle your extractor straight out, just like that. Just came straight out in my hand. Don't get them mixed up. So I'm going to put my 40 cal one off to the side, and I'm going to take my 9mm one and stick it right into place. It only goes in one way, so you can't, it's not like you can get it in there backwards or anything like that. Stick it in there the one way it goes. There we go. It clicked into place. So now all I'm going to do is push all this back down, start my end plate back in there, take my tool, push my extractor spring, and there we go. And I have just caliber converted my 40 cal into a 9mm. So now I can just take everything and put it back in my conversion kit. Pop in a 9mm magazine, and I'm good to go. Okay, so there you have it. That's how you caliber convert your Glock 22 or Glock 23 down to a 9mm or 357 SIG. Couple things. I know there are a few other conversion barrel options that are available out there. I haven't tried any of them. I don't know anything about any of the other ones. I went with the Storm Lake barrel. I found it to be 100% reliable. It fits great, looks good, it's accurate. So I'm not saying that the Storm Lake is your only choice. I'm not saying it's your best choice. I'm only telling you that it's the only one I have experience with, and it's what I would recommend based off of my personal experience. Couple things, this whole conversion kit can be gotten, all these parts that I've shown you can be gotten off of Brownells for about $180. The conversion barrels run about $140, $150. The extractor's like 15 bucks, and I think I got a 6-pack of the followers for $15. So again, that's how to do a true caliber conversion and really, truly, completely turn your Glock 22 or 23 into that Glock 17 or 19. If you're looking for a Glock and you think you wanted the Glock 17 or 19, go ahead and look at the 22 and the 23 and then pick up your conversion parts. That would be my biggest recommendation. That's what I would do. Your maximum flexibility would probably lie in the Glock 23, only because the Glock 23 is a little bit more of a compact size than the 22. It may be easier to conceal. The Glock 23 can use the full-size magazines or the shorter magazines that it comes with. And again, you can caliber convert it, make it a little more concealable. And there's a negligible difference between performance, accuracy, anything like that. A lot of people prefer the Glock 23 or the 19 over the 22 or the 17. But if you're in the market, I would really look at the 40 cal gun because you can convert the bigger guns down, but you cannot convert the 9mm guns up. So just keep that in mind. And hopefully this was all new information for you. Hopefully you found it interesting and learned something. And I'm Jamie Franks, and thanks for watching.